Premier League Chelsea vs Everton prediction, team news, lineups preview. Chelsea will look to strengthen their position in the race for the Premier League's top 5 when they welcome Everton to Stamford Bridge in Saturday's early kickoff. Under fire manager Enzo Maresca was bailed out by 2 late goals away to Fulham last week, snatching victory from the jaws of defeat, but that has done little to ease the pressure on the Chelsea boss, who will be suspended from the touchline this weekend. Match preview. After taking some flack from the Chelsea fans during their West London derby with Fulham, Maresca had Tariq George and Pedro Neto to thank for keeping their Champions League hopes alive last weekend, as both netted late on to beat the Cottagers 2-1. That extended Chelsea's unbeaten league run to 4 games, needing to come back from losing positions at half-time in both of their last 2 games to salvage 4 points. Maresca will have been happy to see his friend Pep Guardiola do Chelsea a favour on Tuesday night as well, as his Manchester City side beat Aston Villa at the Etihad, meaning the Blues remain in 6th. Just 2 points off the top 5. They will need all the help they can get though, as Chelsea have arguably the toughest run remaining of any club chasing the Champions League, with Everton, Liverpool, Newcastle United, Manchester United and Nottingham Forest all still to come. One eye could also be on their Conference League semi-final with Jurgen on Thursday, as Chelsea seek to end their 4-year wait for silverware, but with that competition only granting them a Europa League place next season, the Premier League will still be at the top of their priorities. Thankfully for the home support, they next face a club with an utterly dismal record at the Bridge, as Chelsea are unbeaten in their previous 29 home league encounters with Everton, dating back to 1994, the longest unbeaten home run against a single opponent in the club's history. Chelsea extended that impressive streak with a 6-0 thrashing of Everton in this fixture last season, inflicting the Toffees' heaviest defeat for 20 years. In one of Sean Dyche's final few games in the Everton dugout though, they held Chelsea to a 0-0 draw just before Christmas, preventing Maresca's men from briefly going top of the Premier League, which now seems a very long time ago. David Moyes is now at the helm, and has overseen a remarkable transformation that quickly eradicated fears of relegation in Everton's final season at Goodison Park. A 9-game unbeaten run has now been followed up by a run of 4 games which have yielded just 4 points, but facing 3 of the league's top 4 in that time was a daunting challenge regardless of the team's form. Man City were the most recent team to bid Goodison farewell last weekend, and they did so by beating Everton 2-0 thanks to late goals from Nico O'Reilly and Mateo Kovacic, meaning the Toffees lost their final 9 games against the Citizens at their soon-to-be-demolished home. A late win at Nottingham Forest 2 weeks ago remains Everton's only victory in 8 games, but their only defeats in that time have come against City and Liverpool, so it is no surprise that they have drawn more games 14 than any other club in the Premier League. Only the bottom 3 have won fewer games than Everton's tally of 8, but since Moyes took over, they have collected 21 points, which is 7 more than the whole bottom 3 combined across the same period 14. Defeats last weekend for Manchester United and Tottenham Hotspur mean Everton remain 13th heading into the weekend, and leading the cluster of clubs who are just above the drop zone, but comfortably clear of the bottom 3. Team news. Chelsea are fearful that right-back Malo Gusto could miss the rest of the season after being forced off last weekend at Fulham with a muscular problem, potentially joining Wesley Fofana on the sidelines. Maresca is expected to go with his strongest team here despite having a semi-final on the horizon in midweek, but young winger George, who is featured prominently in the Conference League, could get a league start after the impact he made at Craven Cottage. Cole Palmer has now gone 16 games without a goal, but he netted 4 in this fixture last season. becoming the first player to manage that against Everton in the 21st century, and he should still be one of the first names on the team sheet. Everton are set to be without important defender James Tarkowski for the rest of the season after he was forced off early in the second half against Man City last weekend with a hamstring injury. Michael Keane was brought on to replace him but had a disastrous second half, leading to widespread criticism and calls for a shake-up at the back which could see Jake O'Brien move into the centre with one of Nathan Patterson, Ashley Young or Seamus Coleman coming in at right back. Armando Broja struggled to have much of an impact against City last week, and will be unavailable for this encounter anyway, as he is ineligible to face his parent club, meaning Beto should lead the line with Dominic Calvert-Lewin still sidelined. Chelsea possible starting lineup: Sanchez, James, Chalobah, Colwill, Cucurella, Enzo, Caicedo, George, Palmer, Neto, Jackson. Everton possible starting lineup: Pickford, Patterson, O'Brien, Branthwaite, Michaelenko, Harrison, Gay, Garner, Ducour, Ndiaye, Beto. We say, Chelsea 1-0 Everton. No matter what state Chelsea are in, one thing always seems certain, and it is that Everton will not win at the Bridge. And this could be the 30th successive game without defeat for the hosts against the Toffees if they claim a result. Everton's season is fizzling out slightly, while Chelsea still have it all to play for. So they will be the favourites, but they can expect a scrappy affair, as 12 of the visitors' 16 away games in the Premier League this season have produced 2 goals or fewer. Thanks for your watching. Don't forget to click the subscribed button and hit the bell icon for more.